Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you're here today. I'm glad I'm here today, but I'm kind of like going through a little something here. I feel like my face is going through sort of an eczema situation, a little bit on my eyelid, also around my lip, oddly. I seem to remember those areas being affected the last time I experienced this. And to look at me, you wouldn't be like, oh, she has a really red rash, but I am kind of swollen on this eyelid. If I touch the lash line, I can really feel it there. And this has sort of subsided, but I had like some little like dots and swelling around the edge of my lip too. Strange thing that also coincides with this is that I got a little rash underneath where I wear my Fitbit. And so I'm like, oh, doggone it. I know I do wear that like all the time. I even sleep with that on. I take it off to shower and stuff, and I'll like wipe it down occasionally, but I had developed just sort of a rash underneath it. And this, again, not a red rash, but there's just a little texture to that area, like little bitty bumps. And I don't know if this is all connected. I know sometimes you can have a rash somewhere and then like your eczema can flare up in response to that. I'm not really sure. I haven't put the Fitbit back on, and I thought that maybe everything would just immediately subside because of that, but I'm thinking maybe I need to go to the doctor and get something for whatever this response is. So today I'm like, what do I do makeup wise? You know, I don't want to go putting on a thick amount of makeup. I just want to like have some sunscreen on, maybe a little light makeup. And I know that my Tower 28 stuff is Eczema Association approved, accepted by the National Eczema Association. It's very gentle, you know. So I've done my skincare, and I thought this could be kind of like my sunscreen and a little bit of light coverage. I have the concealer from that line. I'm not going to do any eyeshadow today. I also have the Tower 28 mascara and some color products, and I thought I could also pull in some Bare Minerals stuff just for setting. Like I have a mineral veil and the bisque stuff, and I just do a really gentle look today. I really haven't like switched anything up. In the time that my eyelid swelled, it really just coincided with when this rash showed up. I don't think there was any product that I used that was like, whoa, you're having a simultaneous allergic reaction here. I don't think that's it. But yeah, here we go. I do have my normal skincare steps on, and I'm going to put on this Tower 28 Sunny Days. It does have the SPF 30 in it, and it's super gentle, and I just think this will be a good lightweight base product for me today because I don't want to dry out. I do have Vanity Cream on too. That's another really gentle but really hydrating thing that you can put on your skin, and that's all I put on last night as well. So I don't think I'm doing anything that's being additionally irritating to my skin. Oh, I forgot I washed almost all my makeup brushes. So I'm gonna grab a few of those that have been drying. Hold on. This is my little Profusion, like complexion type of brush. What's it called actually? It says Buffing Foundation FD1. Okay, so we're just gonna buff this in all over. This has a nice amount of moisture, and I think my skin needs it. Another sort of environmental obstacle that's happening right now is some really extreme cold. We have wind chill warnings today. Actually, the kids don't have school. They would be going back after MLK Day, but we got notified yesterday while we were having our extra cheer practice that it is a snow day. I love the way that makes the surface of the skin look. It really is a light coverage product, but what I'm really concerned with right now is just the step of having my sunscreen and having additional moisture on the skin. So this is a very gentle product, and I wear it in the shade 15 Melrose. And then I do have the Tower 28 concealer that I got not that long ago. This is called the Swipe All Over Hydrating Serum Concealer, and I wear this in the shade CC, so I'm gonna use this today. I have enjoyed this one. I kind of got it around the time that I was testing like a couple of others. I feel like we went through a high-end concealer boom for a while, and I had gotten this one, I had gotten Mario, I'd gotten House Labs. This claims to be medium coverage, non-comedogenic. They do say the coverage is buildable, and I'm just gonna dab this in. And like I said, I'm not gonna go onto my eyelid whatsoever today. I'm just gonna press that in around the eye, and I feel like I'm getting some beautiful additional coverage. But everything's looking really skin-like. I just knew today needed to be a gentle day, a gentle makeup day, and I need to get my issue figured out. And this is real life, you know. Even though I might not love the situation I'm in, I do like when real life can inspire my content. Another thing I want to talk about is the teen or preteen or tween, whatever you're calling it, like beauty and skincare interests. You know, I've seen stories on the Today Show. I listened to a dermatologist on there talking about, I need to put a little more of this down here, talking about this craze. You know how, oh, there's always young kids in Sephora and they're building their skincare routine out of things that are meant for like 40-year-olds and stuff. And I have some things to say about that, and Belle, you know, because she has an interest in it as well. Just kind of discuss the things that I have for her that she's allowed to experiment with and use, and let me tell you, it's drugstore. And there's not a lot, but I thought it might be fun to discuss that at some point, because honestly, like, these are kids and they don't need to be going in with like a full face of makeup and then not necessarily knowing how to properly care for their skin and like wash it off and handle all that. And then you're taking like what was flawless skin and creating a problem out of it, either by way of not truly caring for it well or using products that are just not appropriate for that type of skin at all. I hate to see stuff like that. So I have some things to say on that. No complaints about the enthusiasm. I love that, but yeah, I got some ideas and some suggestions. So here we are with both Tower 28 Sunny Days and also the concealer on. And I feel like the skin looks amazing. I mean, we weren't in a situation here where we were like, oh, let's cover up a big red rashy thing. I just have a little irritation there. And I was thinking about using this original mineral veil that I have in Sheer Light. So yeah, they put out some mineral veil in some shades. And I thought, what if I use some of that? This is another brush from my little Profusion set. It's like a trio called the Round Tapered Powder PD8. I'm just going to get a little bit of that so I can set my under eye. I know this stuff is gentle. If you look up like brands recommended for eczema or best brands for sensitive skin, you will see Tower 28 on every one of those lists, and you will see Bare Minerals as well, and some other brands too, but this is just what I had. Okay, so I'm hitting the T-zone with that. It's not my goal to feel like super duper dry. I just want to feel like, yeah, I can count on this to last throughout the day. And if something touches my face isn't going to come off on it. All right, so there's that. And then I can go in with my Tower 28. I used this not too long ago, the Sculptino in the shade Hammer. I really like this tone. I really like this product. Same texture as their duo like lip and cheek things, which I pulled some of those out as well. And this is a situation where I like to go in with my Sephora 56. And you can just dab a little bit on roughly at first. This is not going to set too quick. It has moisture in it. Did I say this is Tower 28 again? Most of the face will be today. There we go. And then we just give a gentle buff. Look how natural and easy that works in. I would say this just actually feels like it has a little more moisture to it than, say, the M Cosmetics sticks. Or even the Persona sticks. I feel like there's just a little more richness in this. So if you're like a super dry skin person, that might be some good info to know about. We'll hit this side. It just blends in so fully, you know? Super natural, but I feel like I've got a little more dimension to the skin, a little more color. And then I pulled out a couple of these shades. I also have one other shade that's sort of the lilac-y kind of orchid color, but this is their Beach Please like duo product, and I pulled out Power Hour and also Happy Hour. And I thought I would start out with Power Hour and then give myself like that little corally pop, but these are, again, really hydrating. I'm dabbing it on that darker shade with my Sephora 56. Looks different from the last 56 I pulled in, but this is a mini. And we're just going to press that in and see how this gives, like, ultimately kind of a toasty rosy look. Toasty rose. Nice, right? So totally wearable. I like that this kind of has a range of looks, because if I put it on very full on and opaque on the lips, it takes on more the look in the compact. But see what this is doing just with an easy dab from the brush. Nice and easy, and then I thought it might be fun to just put a little pop of this on top. Ooh, I could grab out a Tower 28 lip gloss as well. Look at this little fresh dab right on the apple. Yes. So yeah, there's no excitement for me like snow day excitement. This isn't exactly a snow day caused by a lot of snow. We have a little snow on the ground, but it's more so because of the cold. How long is it gonna stay this cold? Look at that. Oh, so fresh. Everything is looking so fresh. It looks like Wednesday's gonna get more like into just the freezing temperatures. Currently right now it's 4 degrees. So there's my complexion. I don't even really feel the need to do anything heavier, like pull in the bisque. That's more of a real coverage effort kind of thing. I do have this loose mineral veil that I think I'll use all over the face. Is that any kind of special finish? It does have the SPF in it. And this, I'll just dab over, so I tap some in my little cap here. And I'm just gonna dab it all over the skin because we are pretty dewy, honestly. We had a dewy first step, everything has been cream, so I want a little bit of something over top to set. So we'll end that part there. I'm gonna do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know why I didn't just go ahead and do that on camera, but I mean, it was just simple brow here. My e.l.f. Ultra Precise in the shade Cool Brown, and then I put a little NYX Control Freak on top of that. And then I'm serious, I'm doing absolutely nothing on my eyelids. I'm not even putting Milani eyeshadow primer on there. I maybe will use this brush that has some mineral veil on it and dust over the lids. And then I'm gonna curl my lashes and use a little bit of my Tower 28 mascara here, which I really like. I got this for Christmas. It's the Make Waves mascara in the shade Jet. Okay, here's what that brush looks like. It's got a little curve. You can see longer bristles coming off the top of the curve, and then there's some shorter ones on like the inner part of that. And I like how it builds up. I like how it really spotlights every lash you have. And so you put it on, you're like, oh, I didn't know I had that many lashes there. That's a good feeling to come away with your mascara. And the brush comes out pretty well cleaned off, but there still is enough product on it to give you like that type of result. Uh-oh, I got some on my eyelid. Got a little too happy about things and just went at it. Here, let's finish. It's really black. Maybe I'm just feeling that way because there is absolutely no eyeshadow on my eyes, so I'm like, wow, that looks really black. That is one way to make your mascara really have an impact. Just do nothing on the eyelids. Coordinating leopard print Q-tip here. Okay, that wiped right off. Really good. I kind of did an immediate second coat, like I went back in my tube and just popped on some more right away. I might try going back over to it again after it's dried a bit more and see how it takes that. But yeah, Tower 28. I mean, it's great to have a brand out there that's like this, and this is also one of the more affordable brands at Sephora. It's just nice to know I can put something on my skin and not feel like I'm really making my situation worse, you know? Yeah, I think this is fairly fast drying, so I think you're going to be better off maybe trying to build just immediate coats. But look at that. That is a pretty thick, long lash, and I'd heard really good things about this. That's why I like added it to my little Christmas order. Okay, so there's my Tower 28 mascara on, and now I'm just gonna do a little bit of a lip. I think I'm gonna do the combination of Power Hour, so this first shade that we put on the cheeks, and then I have my gloss in Cashew. I also have a couple of glosses that I got in the holiday set. It's a little bit more like tan looking compared to Cashew, and I have a clear also. But I'm just gonna go into this with my finger and kind of dab it here on the lips. See what I mean by if you put it on the lips, you get more of an opaque look. Oh, I'm obsessed with that color. That's my favorite one of these that I have to truly double up lip and cheek because I love the look on the lips so much. Again, the gloss is in Cashew. This just looks like a creamy gloss, like I'm not seeing shimmer in it. And these glosses are shiny, but they feel really thin. They do feel pretty hydrating. Love that look. And this is what it looks like just on its own. See how it's got some sheerness? But this nice like toasty tan color. But yeah, that's my look today, friends. We're keeping it ultra light, but yet I feel like I've got something going on. I really like the look. There's a lot of natural radiance to the skin. Even just the light setting with the mineral veil, I think helped a lot because I touch my skin and I don't feel too sticky. But I've got a lot of nice hydration in there. I've got my sun protection. I've got some easy creamy color products on the skin. My mascara that I know isn't gonna cause any trouble for me. So thank you all very much for watching this video. Maybe this gives you some ideas if you have either super sensitive skin, dry skin, dealing with any irritation or eczema like me, and you need kind of a gentle, easy go-to look. So yay Tower 28, really enjoy this brand, and I will see you all again very soon. I love you. Bye.